All right, so the liberal outrage over that viral Sydney Sweeney ad was probably best summed up in the New Yorker magazine by some liberal reporter named Doreen St. Felix. Her piece was called, quote, "The banal provocation of Sydney Sweeney's genes," and she called the ad, quote, "the lowest common denominator stuff and a trashy dog whistle atmosphere." She called straight men, quote, "the most gullible people on the population," and said that some unnamed people want to recruit Sydney Sweeney as a, quote, kind of Aryan princess. She went all in on all the fake nonsense and outrage over the ad, and a few people, including my next guest, looked into the reporter's background. Guess what? Full of racist tweets. Look at this. This woman, St. Felix, has since deleted her X account, but not before some of these posts were archived. Among the highlights, she wrote, quote, "Whiteness fills me with a lot of hate. Quote, I would be heartbroken if I had kids with a white man and they didn't look black. Quote, of course white people don't bathe." We did reach out to the New Yorker for comment. We've yet to hear back. However, Manhattan Institute senior fellow Chris Rufo is now offering $125,000 in Bitcoin to any New Yorker writer who wants to leave over the scandal. And he joins us now with more. Pretty amazing. It's kind of hard to really eliminate your social media accounts. There usually is an archive of most people, right?
Yeah, that's right. And so when I discovered these viciously anti-white and anti-Semitic tweets, I, of course, archived them, knowing that she would probably disappear from the Internet. That's a huge damage for a writer who depends on the Internet as part of her livelihood. But look, it wasn't just the anti-white tweets, but there were some actually anti-Semitic revisionist tweets about the Holocaust. She said that Jews used the Holocaust as a form of, quote, fake oppression to manipulate other people. This is way over the line. And it's time for the New Yorker to make a decision. Look, the New Yorker was lecturing all of us for the past 5 years that it wanted to talk about racism, that it was anti-racist, that it was against all forms of bigotry. Well, they need to put up or shut up. This writing is way over the line, and they have not taken a stand. And I think they're really entirely hypocritical and entirely cynical in what they purport to believe.
All right, tell us more about the specifics behind your generous offer. Do you think anyone will take you up on it? Has anyone inquired about
it? We'll see. We haven't had any hard inquiries yet, but a benefactor and I have decided to make an offer. Look, the New Yorker writers get paid very little. Most of the full-time staff writers do not get health insurance from Condé Nast, despite the fact that the owners of that publication are billionaires that could easily provide it. And so we think that the New Yorker writers are a kind of abused and mistreated species of people. We'd like to help one of them who wants to stand on principle resign because of the magazine's culture of anti-white and anti-Semitic hatred. And so the offer is open. We are accepting it. No takers at this moment, but that might change in the coming minutes and hours to come.
Chris, remember a rule. I've been preaching it on the air for many, many years. Liberals are only generous with other people's money, not with their own money. Otherwise, they would have health benefits, right?
Yeah, that's right. And look, I mean, this is, I think, the closing note of the BLM era. The BLM era was never about anti-racism. It was about manipulation, power, and fraud.
All right, we'll see. We're going to follow the story, see if anything comes of your offer. I hope it does.